Hi, my name is Catalina Reyes, and today I'm going to be talking about plastic bottles and ocean pollution. First, I'm going to be talking about the ocean. Around 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans. We are an hour or so depending on traffic from beaches such as Santa Cruz, Half Moon Bay, and more. We rely on these beaches as a place of relaxation. But what we don't realize is the harm that we can potentially cause by coming to these beaches. A lot of people leave behind trash and don't pick up after themselves. Many plastic or waste items find themselves in the ocean, which can later be eaten by the marine life. There are thousands of known marine life forms, many of which have yet to be discovered. This is important to note because we rely on the ocean for not just a place of relaxation, but for food as well. The ocean will only be as good as the way that we treat it. The largest ocean on Earth is the Pacific Ocean. It covers around 30% of the Earth's surface. That's 30% of the ocean we can better if we decide to make changes. The pictures on the left show how the ocean should look like, how the beaches should be clear, how the ocean should be crystal blue and not a single plastic bottle in sight. Next, I'm going to be talking about poisoning of the ocean. Plastics is one of the most common ocean pollutants. As shown on the picture on the right, you see straws, you see bottle caps, there's plastic bottles, paper cups, even pencils in there, which just shows how the lack of people picking up after themselves goes and harms our ocean life. Animals are being killed by ocean pollution. Over 1 million seabirds are killed by ocean pollution each year. 100,000 sea mammals are killed in the ocean each year as well. Once the plastic has been ingested by these animals, it causes an obstruction in the digestive tract and can puncture internal organs. These poor animals are an illustration of how much we care about our ocean. We leave this trash behind and it's being eaten by not only the seabirds, but the sea life. Plastic debris can absorb toxic chemicals from ocean pollution, therefore poisoning whatever eats it. One of the interesting facts that I found to be shocking and interesting as we read one of the articles talking about the ethics of water bottles was that people who eat seafood ingest up to 11,000 tiny pieces of plastic every year. That was crazy to find out because I'm such a huge fish eater, and to think that what we put in the ocean and what the fishes eat comes back to our bodies and harms us. Next, I'm going to be talking about plastic pollution. Over the last 10 years, we have produced more plastic than during the whole last century. That says a lot because with this track record, it's only going to get higher, which means more pollution and less ocean life. 50% of the plastic we use just once and throw away. This is due to the high demand for water bottles. It takes 500 to 1,000 years for plastic to degrade. This means a longer life in the ocean, causing more garbage to accumulate within time. Enough plastic is thrown away each year to circle the Earth 4 times. 4 times. That's crazy to think. 120,548 plastic bottles end up in the landfills or the ocean every minute. To think about that, it's mind-boggling. Up to 63.4 billion plastic bottles are dumped into landfills and the ocean a year. There's so many alternatives to recycling plastic bottles, but it's up to the people to actually make that choice. Next, I'm going to be talking about making a plastic water bottle. To produce each plastic bottle takes the equivalent of filling 1/4 of the bottle with oil. The 29 billion bottles purchased every year in the US, the oil bill climbs to 17 million barrels of crude oil. That's enough oil to fuel 1 million cars for a year. that just shows how much we use water bottles and how we demand water bottles, but that's also just increasing the harm that we put onto our ocean. Water bottles are made from PET because the material is both strong and light. You'll also find that if you leave a water bottle in your car, you'll kind of taste the plasticness if you decide to drink it, which is really harmful for your body, and it's also even more harmful for the environment. 8.8 billion gallons of bottled water were consumed in the US in 2007. That's 232 16 ounces bottles per person a year. If you think about it, if each person in the US replaced their disposable bottled water with reusable containers filled with tap water, we'd keep billions of plastic water bottles out of the ocean. Lastly, I want to talk about some ways to help plastic waste. This is probably the most important slide. Choose to reuse when it comes to shopping bags. When you go to the store, you're often asked if you want a plastic bag, which can cost you 10 cents. But if you bring your own reusable bag, you're not only helping the environment, but you're actually saving money if you think about it. Next is bottles of water. Investing in a good water bottle will not only save you plastic, trash, but it would also benefit the environment. Last is lunch bag / lunchbox. Instead of using Ziploc bags, maybe invest in a lunch bag. Second is to refuse single-serving packaging, excess packaging, straws, and other disposable plastics. Say when you go out to a restaurant, you often get those carry-out boxes, which you throw away right away after you eat the food. But maybe try not to use that, or maybe even go the extra mile in bringing your own little lunch bags for you to take home. Third is to seek out alternatives to plastic items that you rely on the daily. Finding substitution for plastic items may be difficult, but you'll find that it's really rewarding when you know that you're helping the environment. Fourth is to recycle and to spread the word. This is a serious problem. The ocean is in danger if it continues to take this route and if nothing is done to improve the problem. There will eventually be more plastic waste in the ocean than fish. That says a lot. Now, some of the simplest ways that a person can help by reducing the amount of plastic waste in the ocean is by simply recycling. Ocean pollution is something that should not be swept to the side, but something that needs immediate attention. The ocean is only going to be as good as the way that we treat it. The future of our environment is in our hands, and it is important to make a change to the way that we treat it before it's too late and the damage is irreversible. If everyone did their part in picking up trash that might be left behind, limiting the amount of plastic waste that we may use, or by simply recycling, this will heavily impact the environment and ocean life for the better. If the amount of plastic pollution becomes to increase, we would be seeing a dangerous ocean life. But if we actually choose to recycle and to do some of these ways to help plastic waste, we will be seeing a healthier ocean and better environment. So try to do your part in finding a way to help reduce the amount of plastic that your household may use, and you'll see that it goes a long way. Thank you for your time.